Egypt and the classical world cross-cultural encounters in antiquity. The Kellis Mammisi, a painted chapel from the final centuries of the ancient Egyptian religion. The Mammisi of Kellis is one of the major archaeological finds in Egypt from the past 40 years. A Mammisi is a birthhouse in the form of a subsidiary chapel belonging to a larger temple. Its significance lies in its wall paintings, which offer a radical new perspective on the religion of Roman Egypt. It overturns the established notion that the temples in the south of Egypt followed traditional patterns and that true innovation of religious ideas took place in major cult centers, but not in the countryside. Kellis is a village situated in the center of Dakhla Oasis, one of the large oases of the Western Desert, which was administered in combination with the neighboring Karga Oasis. The village was abandoned before the end of the 4th century AD, and it has been under excavation since 1986 under the direction of Colin Hope. Its remains include a large temple enclosure, houses, workshops, 3 remarkably large villas with wall paintings, a bathhouse, 3 churches, several cemeteries, and possibly a nymphaeum. The village temple was dedicated to a relatively new Egyptian god, Tutu, designated in Greek as Totos or Tythos. This god first emerged as a local deity of the town of Say in the 26th dynasty, after which his cult spread throughout the country. Despite the god's wide popularity, the Kellis temple is the only known example that was dedicated primarily to Tutu. It is worth speculating as to why Tutu did not feature more prominently in the Egyptian religious landscape. It is not because he was merely a minor god in the manner of the god Buz, who did not receive a temple cult anywhere in the country until late Roman times. Tutu, in contrast, did receive a cult in many temples as an associated deity, even when he was not the primary focus of the cult. Examples are the temples at Isna and Koptos. There are several priests of Tutu known from inscriptions, also outside of Kellis, and the temple calendar at Isna records 2 festival dates for Tutu. Perhaps the reason why the Kellis temple remained exceptional is to be sought in the date of its foundation in the early Roman period, at which time very few new temples were built in Egypt. The increasing popularity of Tutu was elsewhere incorporated into existing cults, and there were not many occasions when a new temple could be dedicated to the god. There may well have been other temples dedicated primarily to Tutu, but at this moment, the Kellis temple is the only one known. Several images of the god were found carved on stelae and depicted on the walls of the Kellis temple. Tutu is often depicted in Roman Egypt as a striding sphinx with a cobra as a tail, but on the temple walls he usually appears in fully human form. The god was in control of fate, and that is why his image could be combined with that of the Greek goddess Nemesis. He provided divine protection against illness and other misfortunes, which explains his popular appeal. His consort in Kellis was called Taps. She is not known from other sites, because she was probably a local woman who became a goddess after death. Like Tutu, she was in control of fate, and like Isis, she was depicted wearing a queen's crown. Egypt